Hello and welcome to Blender Masterclass Lecture 4 by Syed Zeerak Hussain Gillani, and today we are going to work on our materials. So what are materials? Materials are actually what is shown on your mesh and what shows the naturality or the color of your mesh. So here we have a cube or default selected cube, so we will delete it and then so sorry, I have to turn off show off. So here we go. Now you can see what I am pressing. So we will press Shift A to add a cube, and we can see that we have a cube in our viewport. And we will add our first material. So to add materials, you will have to go to this bar, this icon. You will select this icon and you will have this type of menu if you have any multi-blender version from 2.8 or above. Okay. So what we will do is press new, and whatever you will do, you will have no clue what you are doing because you are in solid mode from here. So in viewport shading, you will have to go to your viewport shading or called material preview mode. So you will select material preview mode and you can see that it has changed a little bit. So as we and let's start it all over again. So while you have selected your material, you will go to this materials icon and press new. Once you have pressed new, this menu will pop up. All of these options will pop up, and from these options you can change the color of your cube or any object which is selected. So you will go to this base color menu, and when you will press here, you will have a place from where you can choose what color you want to give to your cube. So you will select this small dot or click on it with left click, and you can see that as I move it around the corners of this circle, different colors according to where our circle is shown in the cube. You can go anywhere and this will show all the colors from which I am choosing. So the first color which we are going to make is going to be red, and we will turn it a little bit dark. This is the light and dark bar, and that circle chooses the color. So I'll let it be a little bit dark. Once okay, now done. You don't have to think about these right now. This will we will talk about these in a little bit in further stages when we have to use them. So I will name my material as red. So this cube has been colored red now. From where? From this materials tab. So you just applied your first material. Now what I want you to do is open that well scene that we curated and start coloring the different materials in that model. So what will I be doing? I will cross this and I will not save this. I will just go to my, where did I put it? I'm sorry for this. Video editing, Blender Masterclass, lecture 3, and we have our duplication lecture 3 and duplication well scene. So we will open the duplication well scene, and here we have our well scene. Now we will color this well scene. So first of all, we will go to our area in our option. I will select our option in which we can see that what color are we applying to an object. So what we want to do first of all is color this ground as green, because a well is always on grass. So let's color this as green. So what will I do to color this green? I will go to this materials tab and add a new material. From this base color, I will color it green, and I think that grass is not that green, so I will turn it down until I get a little grassy color. Yes, so we have a color which we can depict as green. Mind my English, it is not very good. So from here, what we will do is select one of our roof tile. So from roof tiles, we will go to 3 or 1 and go to wireframe mode and just select all of these and we have selected all of them, and we will press shift, unselect this, or we can go to our scene collection. Wait. Yes, so here we have selected all of them, but we don't want to select these lights. Okay, so we do not want these lights to be selected, so what we will do is go to 1 again and precisely select these lights, grab them on Y, okay, grab them on X and move them out of the scene. Okay, now what we will do is just select these. So we have all the bricks selected. Now we will go back to where we can see what we are coloring, and we will, now we have selected it, and we can, okay, so we will select one brick at a time, go to the texture options, add a new texture where our brick would look something like a brick. So I think that it is already brick colored, but we need to tone it down, and yes, now it looks more like a brick. So what we will do is select this object, go to wireframe mode again, go to press 1 to go to this mode, and we will select all of these bricks. When we have selected all of these bricks, you can see that this brick which we selected first is yellow and all others are orange. So what we will do is Alt L, yes, Control L, yes, we will press Control L and we will link all of these. When you press Control L, you have a menu popped up which will let you make links in objects through different properties. So you can link many objects by their animation data, or you can link many objects by so that they have the same modifiers. You can link objects so they have the same effects, and so you can do with the materials. You can link all of your selected objects and then link them through materials. I will link them to the material, and you can see that all of them turned gray. So you might be wondering that what was I doing with the wireframe mode. So in wireframe mode, when you go to wireframe mode and you go to a specific view, now when you will select any amount of objects, it will not only select the objects which are in front which you are seeing, but it will go through and select all the objects which were behind it too. So if I was in solid mode and then I went to 1 and selected these, I would only select it is in a collection, so that's why we are selecting all of them. Otherwise it would select only these, or if I was here, it would only select these. Such would be the case when I would have pressed 1 and selected them if they were not in a collection. If they are in a collection, even in solid mode, it will select all of them when I will hit a specific view. But in wireframe mode, it is all, you can always be sure in wireframe mode that whenever you will select anything which is in front of you, not only that will be selected, but anything behind that, just like the bricks which are behind, will also be selected. So you don't have to worry that if all the things which I want to select are selected or not. So we will go back to our not rendered view, but in a view where we can see what we are doing. Now what we want to do is color our bricks. So what we'll do is, I think that we made a collection where we said roof tiles. So all of the roof tiles are now selected. We will only go to this material properties tab, add a new material, and we will make our the bricks a little bit brownish, or I think brown will be good. This color a bit darker, yes, a bit, yes, here it is good. So we have this color, but you can see that it has only affected one of the tile, which was orange and yellow in color, not all the tiles which were orange. So what we will do is again press Ctrl L and make the link of all these through materials. We will link all of these tiles through materials, and you can see that all of our tiles have gone a little bit wet and they look like they are a little bit original. So we can go with this for right now, because we don't have to dig a lot in our scene right now. It is not a very complex scene or very advanced level scene. This is a good shading for a beginner. So what we will do is, the only thing left in our scene are the wood. So the wood scene, we will go to 1 or 3. 3 will be better, first of all, because we can select this. No, not this. Press shift and yes, this one, and this one. Yes, this needs to be selected, this needs to be selected, this needs to be selected, this, and this needs to be selected too, this needs to be selected too, and from this side we can go to 3, press 9 to go to the opposite side. Whenever you are in any view, if I want to go to the opposite side of this view, I will press 9 and it will flip the view. So right now I am at the positive side of the x-axis, and when I will press 9, I will go to the negative side of the x-axis. So now I will select this, and I think so this, and this too, and this too. So first of all, what I will do is press Ctrl L to link them through materials, and then add a material, and I will color it something like wood. So yeah, this looks something like wood. And now again I have to select all of them, because I selected them beforehand and this was not the case or rule. You don't do it like this. So we have to select all of them again, and we selected the wrong thing. So let's just keep selecting. Okay. Yes, all of these do. So this is you can prevent this a lot of selecting things if you have collections. So always have collections. Collections are always meritorious. So whichever material you want, when you want to link something through materials or to anything, when you are linking something through materials or effects, keep the object, the parent object, the objects whose characteristics you want to be reflected in all others orange, yellow, and all others orange. So I now have this as yellow and all others are orange. So I will press Ctrl L and then link through them through materials. So now our scene looks quite good. So it has all the wood colored as I will just bring to color materials. Okay, so I have all the wood colored, and I just colored this wrong. Oh no. Yes, now you see that I selected this and this was yellow. So now this is yellow, and I think that now I will be able to do. No, what the hell did I just do? So I will just go here, remove this material and give it green again. So you can see that our scene is now materialized. So what I challenge you to do is open your well scene and create at least 3 different materials. Okay, so create at least 3 different materials, 3 different colors, and apply them to your objects through making links and through making links, so you don't have to select each one of them and then apply material to it, and play around with the colors. See what happens when you and take the metallicness to the full. See what happens when you take the roughness to the full. See what happens when you take these things to the full and 0 and their default value. Play around with these, and if you have any questions, just hit me up. You have my WhatsApp numbers. You are connected to me on Facebook. You are connected to me through the website. We are connected through the website group, and so this means we are always connected. If you have any questions, just drop a message in my personal DMs and I will be replying to it. And if you're watching it on YouTube and you are thinking that how are you connected to me, you can just go to the more section of this video and register to my course on my website, and then we will be connected through all the ways, because when you have to register, you have to enter all the data, and I will connect to you on the WhatsApp. So have a great day and keep blending. That's all from my side. My name is Syed Zeerak Hussain Gillani, and I am your instructor in Blender Masterclass.